inside the consumer mind, retail strategies that work in India. Welcome to India Business Insights. Today, we are going to look into what drives the consumer to purchase and how are companies tailoring their retail strategies in India. In this eye opening episode, we will uncover the hidden tactics retailers use to influence your buying decisions. From strategic product placements to emotional manipulation techniques, we will reveal how businesses transform your shopping experience into a carefully orchestrated psychological journey. You will learn exactly how checkout counters, product positioning, and digital strategies are designed to make you spend more, often without you even realizing it. If you found this content valuable, hit that like button, share with your friends, drop a comment below, and subscribe to India Business Insights for more insider business knowledge. While this video is based on research done by third parties, we at India Business Insights do several ground studies, including a major 35 location India demand study in early October. This study correctly predicted the slowdown in the festive demand and the few months leading up to the festival season. In this video, viewers will explore the fascinating psychological phenomenon of impulse buying, a spontaneous purchasing decision driven by emotions rather than logical planning. This video will delve into how consumers make unpremeditated purchases, often triggered by sudden feelings, marketing strategies, and environmental cues. If this resonates with your own experience, please tell us about it in the comments. Tell us, where did you experience this, whether it was in a physical store or in an online marketplace. Our viewers from outside India may also tell us about their experiences. How are they similar to India, or how do they differ? Impulse buying, an economic phenomenon in India. Impulse buying represents a significant economic behavior characterized by spontaneous, unplanned purchases driven by emotional and situational factors. In the Indian context, this phenomenon has emerged as a critical consumer trend with substantial economic implications. Recent data reveals that impulse purchases constitute 60 to 80% of retail sales in India, representing an estimated annual market value of Rs 1.2 trillion. The demographic profile of impulse buyers predominantly include urban consumers aged 18 to 35, with male consumers showing a 15% higher tendency for spontaneous purchasing compared to females. Digital platforms have become a major catalyst, driving 45% of impulse purchases. Credit card usage increases the probability of unplanned buying by 40%, while sector-wise analysis indicates varying impulse buying percentages across electronics, fashion, and food and beverages. Research from the Asian Journal of Business Research, Indian Institutes of Technology, and Consumer Psychology publications highlight that 82% of impulse purchases are driven by emotional satisfaction, with discount offers triggering 67% of spontaneous buying decisions. Social media further influences 55% of impulse purchase behaviors, highlighting the complex interplay between digital marketing, consumer psychology, and economic spending patterns. The growing trend of impulse buying reflects India's evolving consumer landscape, characterized by rising disposable incomes, increased digital connectivity, and a shift towards experiential consumption. Number 1. Product placement tactics. 79% of Indian consumers prefer spending time searching for good deals, indicating a strategic approach to purchasing. An Ipsos study revealed fascinating insights about consumer behavior across income segments. 82% of low-income households actively seek deals. 80% of middle-income consumers compare prices. 74% of high-income groups also hunt for better prices. 56.8% of consumers are receptive to strategically placed products, with young urban consumers being the most responsive demographic. Product placement represents a sophisticated retail strategy designed to maximize consumer purchasing behavior through strategic item positioning. The core principle revolves around visibility and psychological manipulation of consumer choices. Strategic positioning of items near checkout counters. Checkout counters represent prime real estate in retail environments, capturing maximum consumer attention during the final purchasing moment. Indian retailers like Big Bazaar and Reliance Retail strategically place impulse purchase items in these zones, understanding that consumers are more susceptible to spontaneous buying when completing transactions. Next time you go to that fancy looking store or even the convenience store on petrol pumps, you will always find the fancy looking chocolates or other goodies which are imported international brands displayed neatly in front of the cash counter. Placing small, affordable items in high visibility areas. Low cost items positioned strategically can significantly boost overall sales volume. Indian convenience stores and supermarkets typically generate 40 to 50% of impulse purchases through carefully curated displays of affordable products like chocolates, magazines, and small accessories. These items, priced between Rs 10 to 100, create low risk purchasing opportunities for consumers. Displaying complementary products to trigger purchases. Product bundling and strategic placement of complementary items create subtle purchasing ecosystems. Retailers like Amazon India and Flipkart use algorithmic recommendations to suggest related products, increasing average transaction values by 15 to 25%. Number 2, marketing psychological techniques. Limited time offers creating urgency in Indian e-commerce. E-commerce platforms in India masterfully leverage limited time offers to drive consumer purchasing behavior. During the recent festive sales, platforms like Flipkart and Amazon demonstrated this strategy by creating intense purchasing windows. The Big Billion Days sale generated $6.5 billion in just 1 week, with 55 to 60% of sales happening in the initial period. Misho's co-founder highlighted that consumers strategically planned purchases to ensure timely delivery, indicating the effectiveness of urgency-driven marketing. EMI options further accelerated this trend, with over 50% of high-value electronics purchases made through time-sensitive installment schemes, compelling consumers to act quickly to secure attractive deals. Countdown timers triggering FOMO in Indian e-commerce. Countdown timers represent a powerful psychological marketing technique designed to create urgency and drive immediate purchasing decisions. Platforms like Flipkart and Amazon strategically deploy these timers to compel consumers to act quickly. Research indicates that countdown timers can increase sales by up to 30%, transforming passive browsing into active purchasing. During events like Prime Day and festive sales, these timers create intense psychological pressure by visually displaying diminishing time for attractive deals. The boat and other Indian brands effectively use countdown timers on products and daily deal pages, generating a fear of missing out among consumers. By showing precise time remaining for offers, these digital clocks trigger an emotional response that nudges customers toward immediate purchase, capitalizing on consumers' inherent anxiety about losing potential savings. Social proof in Indian e-commerce, strategic consumer influence. Indian e-commerce platforms like ASOS and Etsy effectively leverage social proof strategies to drive consumer purchasing decisions. Platforms showcase product popularity through real-time metrics such as current views, recent purchases, and items in shopping carts. Brands like Flipkart and Amazon demonstrate sophisticated social proof techniques by displaying verified buyer labels, highlighting best-selling products, and showing real-time purchase notifications. These strategies tap into consumers' psychological need for collective validation. Partake Foods exemplifies this approach by featuring bestseller tags and star ratings on product pages, creating consumer confidence. ASOS India uses low in stock and selling fast indicators to trigger urgency, compelling consumers to make immediate purchasing decisions. The hashtag HMMe campaign by H&M India showcases user-generated content with over 1.2 million Instagram posts, transforming social proof into a powerful marketing tool. By creating a seamless path from product discovery to purchase, these strategies effectively influence consumer behavior. Number 3, digital manipulation methods in Indian e-commerce. Personalized product recommendations. Indian e commerce platforms leverage sophisticated digital manipulation techniques to drive consumer purchasing behaviors. Platforms like Flipkart and Amazon use advanced machine learning algorithms analyzing user browsing history to generate targeted product suggestions. Research indicates personalized recommendation systems can increase conversion rates from 5 to 8%, potentially boosting product catalog sales by 60%. These systems integrate multiple data sources, including social media, purchase history, and user interactions, to create hyper personalized shopping experiences. One click purchase options. Digital payment platforms like Paytm, PhonePe, and Amazon Pay have revolutionized transaction experiences by enabling instant purchases. These one click purchase mechanisms reduce transactional friction, encouraging spontaneous buying behaviors across multiple consumer segments. The National Payments Corporation of India reports a 45% increase in digital transaction volumes, with one click purchase options contributing significantly to this growth. These seamless payment methods have transformed consumer purchasing patterns, particularly among younger, tech savvy demographics. Social media marketplace tactics. Social media platforms have become critical marketplace ecosystems, tracking product interactions, likes, and shares to create targeted marketing strategies. Instagram and Facebook Marketplace in India have developed sophisticated algorithms that convert social media engagement into potential sales opportunities. Platforms like Meesho have successfully integrated social commerce strategies, enabling users to discover and purchase products directly through social media interactions. These tactics leverage user generated content and peer recommendations to drive purchasing decisions, creating a more interactive and personalized shopping experience. Number 4, emotional triggers, psychological mechanisms in marketing. Emotional triggers are carefully crafted psychological cues designed to evoke specific emotional responses that influence consumer behavior. These triggers tap into fundamental human feelings like joy, fear, trust, and desire, strategically manipulating decision making processes. Tapping into consumers' desires and positive emotions. Indian consumers are deeply driven by emotional purchasing behaviors, with 4 out of 5 considering themselves brand savvy. Technology and automotive sectors excel at creating emotional connections, with 33% of consumers reporting strong emotional brand attachments. Brands like Cadbury's Kuch Meetha Ho Jaye campaign successfully leveraged joy and celebration, demonstrating how emotional storytelling can transform product perception. Utilizing celebrity endorsements and influencer marketing. Influencer marketing in India has become a powerful emotional manipulation tool, generating over thousands of crores in brand revenue. Platforms like Instagram and YouTube enable celebrities to create authentic connections, with micro influencers achieving 60 to 70% higher engagement rates compared to traditional advertising. Brands strategically partner with influencers who reflect cultural values and aspirational lifestyles. Nykaa, which has become a major brand in India, invests heavily in influencer marketing. Its spend on influencers is reported to be well over Indian rupees 100 crores annually. While the current number of influencers is not known, roughly at the time of its IPO in March 2021, the company had 1,363 influencers. This number is likely to have gone up. Creating emotional connections through messaging. Emotional marketing in India goes beyond product features, focusing on cultural narratives and shared experiences. Research indicates that campaigns addressing family relationships, tradition, and social causes generate 45% higher consumer recall. The Google Reunion ad and Wix Hashtag Touch of Care campaign exemplify how emotional resonant storytelling can create profound brand connections transcending mere product marketing. As we wrap up today's episode of Indian Business Insights, remember that understanding these marketing strategies isn't just about being a smart consumer, it is about recognizing the sophisticated psychological techniques that shape our purchasing decisions. The next time you walk into a store or browse an online marketplace, you will see these tactics with new eyes. Whether it's a strategically planned product, an emotional advertisement, or a countdown timer, you now know the science behind these compelling marketing techniques. Knowledge is power, and today we have empowered you to make more informed, conscious purchasing choices. Keep questioning, keep learning, and stay ahead of the game. If you enjoyed this deep dive into consumer psychology, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to India Business Insights. Hit that notification bell to never miss our latest explorations into the world of business and marketing. Until next time, stay curious, stay smart.